So there we have it, guys. We have failed to beat Brentford at home today in what was absolutely a slight rotational game for us. We've obviously got we're in a sandwich at the moment with Real Madrid, and Brentford with like a bit of ham in the middle, and the bread is the most important bit right here. We've already buttered the first slice of bread, and what is this? What am I doing? Basically, what I'm trying to say is we don't care about the ham. We want the bread. It seems Arteta would agree with all the fans right now, and I'm sure the Arsenal players would agree as well, that this game was just don't pick up injuries and just don't lose. And look, we should have won. There's no doubt about it. You can look at the stats and look, you can think about it in any way you want. There's no way on planet Earth that Brentford actually deserved, and I mean this nicely, they didn't deserve the win today. And I think a draw is, it's harsh on Arsenal, but we didn't do enough to win the game outright. The only thing I would say, okay, and I know it's a bit controversial, and any non-Arsenal fans or any Arsenal haters out there are going to say I'm talking rubbish, but we should have been playing against 10 men. For me, Norgard got very, very lucky not to get sent off. He got his yellow card. It's not the worst challenge I've ever seen, but this is always my point. If that was Lewis Skelly, if that was Granit Xhaka, if that was Rice, he's also been sent off stupidly this season. If you look at the challenge, you'll see what I mean. If it's an Arsenal player, they get sent off. It is what it is. I'm sorry, you might disagree, and that's absolutely fine. I just don't think there's any way on earth that would go to VAR and not end up with an Arsenal player walking off the pitch, going crazy, saying it's not a foul, whatever. It's just simply not acceptable to be sliding into a challenge with pretty much both legs. Let's face it, he's gone in with one and the left leg's followed through, and the action of what we call a scissor, and this is an illegal tackle. You can't do this. And rightly so, it's a foul, and it's a yellow card, yes, but is it a red card? That is up to the referee's interpretation of how aggressive and how dangerous the challenge was. In my opinion, with the way that Martinelli was running, he had a leg planted. It's a leg breaker. It's a potential leg breaker. And yes, I've seen worse. But I've also seen not so serious tackles be given red cards. In my opinion, Norgard gets sent off there and we go on to win this game comfortably with 10 men. And actually, funnily enough, in the remaining kind of 10 minutes, 8 minutes maybe, we were playing with 10 men because Jorginho, and I'm really, really hopeful it's nothing serious. He seems to have gone off at the end there after we've used 5 subs, so we can't make a change, kind of clutching his chest, walking off, kind of looking very uneasy, and that's always a worrying sign. I hope he's okay. It's always concerning to lose players in that way. If he had limped off, or he had a dead leg, or whatever, he's kind of old now. What is he, 35? Let me just double check. He is 33. He's not 33. He's older than that, surely. Either way, I hope he's okay, and it's never a good sign to see that. And frustrating that, of course, we'd used 5 subs, but Arteta had used 5 subs, and he doesn't normally do that before the very end of the game when he might throw on someone for a few minutes. But clearly he's done that because all the players that came off, we're talking, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey came off, Wanera. I mean, these are all very important players for us. Zinchenko came off, Tierney came off, and I think there's an element of getting players on as well. Saka needs more minutes still. Timber's been obviously in and out of the team in the last few weeks, tired, slight injuries, whatever. It's just about getting the team in good shape for this Real Madrid game where, of course, we're leading 3-0, but anything can happen. So Rice coming off, saving his legs. Saka coming on, giving his legs some juice, Let's talk about the Brentford side. I do like it. I'm not not a fan of this. I don't know what Lewis Potter is doing at left back. I'm fairly certain it's more of a 3 at the back, and they've got wing backs. But there was one player that came on that really impressed me. This guy, Michael Coyote. How old is he? He's just 20. He was really good. I was impressed with him. Yeah, he was definitely playing like a right wing back role. And actually, for the Brentford goal, he's whipped it back post, and then they've headed it back in, and Visser's done a pretty nice finish. it was a little bit unfortunate. I thought we restricted Brentford to very, very minimal chances. And the goal that we scored was fantastic, by the way. We really, really did hit Brentford on the break. And, you know, you see the best teams in the world do this regularly. And Liverpool are so good at this, where maybe it's a corner or, I don't know, but somehow their goalkeeper gets it, they blast it up the pitch, and they score on the break. Now, typically we see Raya launch these kicks or throw really far, but he's just rolled it out to, I don't know, this kind of area here, where Declan Rice makes a great touch. He then runs all the way up here. Partey with the overlap, and he slams it home. Partey, what's going to happen with him in the summer? Jorginho's already going. Apparently, he's going back to Brazil. Even though he's Italian, Jorginho's a Brazilian name. Come on, or Portuguese name. I've got a feeling that Partey is going to be leaving as well, but I do wonder with performances like this, and typically I don't like him at right back, but when he's moved into midfield from that right back role, and of course he's got the goal today, it makes sense to potentially offer him another year. We'll see how that pans out and whether we'll be replacing both of them or just one of them. Saliba has been given the highest score here. Hard to disagree. I think Rice was fantastic again and close to the Saliba score, but Saliba was absolutely out of this world today. Now, I know we've conceded. We haven't won the game. But some of the passing, and what I noticed as well, more than normal, Saliba was drifting into midfield. Did anyone else notice? Did anyone else pick up on that? Countless times he would give the ball to Kivior and then actually stretch his legs a bit and move forward and progress. Really strange. Clearly he's been asked to do that. I don't think he would just randomly start doing that on a random game like this. So maybe, sorry for the coughing still, maybe Brentford do something and Arteta and his staff have noticed that, oh, maybe if you push Saliba in there, you create a new triangle or whatever the case for that instruction is. I don't know. But it was fascinating. But there was one incredible moment where Saliba was in their half and he's kind of like pinged a little lofted pass into the box here where Martinelli's taken the touch, cut inside. He's gone to shoot and unfortunately didn't work out. But, I mean, that would have been one of my favourite assists of the season. It was truly remarkable. He's such a quality player. All the talks of, you know, the fact that we're playing Real Madrid and the fact that he's probably going to end up there. And you know what? It's difficult to argue it. Okay, Real Madrid are the biggest and best club in the world, right? Saliba probably has dreams of playing for Real Madrid. He probably has always thought about playing for Real Madrid. And you've got Mbappe there and plenty of French greats over the years have ended up at Real Madrid. And it does make sense. If Arsenal are unable to push for a Champions League win or a Premier League win, for Saliba to make that natural step. And it might happen. But the only way I see that happening is if he just refuses to sign a new deal. Arsenal aren't going to sell him unless they risk losing him for free. If Saliba comes to the staff, the board, whatever, in the summer and says, guys, I'm not going anywhere now, but I'll probably not sign a new deal. I won't sign a new deal here. Then we would obviously have to sell. But he's just priceless. He's absolutely priceless. I love him so much. So, whilst the draw isn't great, we can see here that Nottingham Forest lost to Everton today, a very late goal. So actually, this result isn't so bad. We have gained a point on Nottingham Forest. And that, of course, means after 32 games, second place is looking pretty certain. Forest hitting a little bit of poor form here, but they've got Tottenham next. So it's an easy 3 points for them coming up. And that would put them 3 points behind us as we are taking on Ipswich. But when it's the most important time of the season, it's come to this crunch period. We've only won 2 in 5. And it's very clear that after this game, despite all of the noise that, oh, maybe Arsenal are back on it. And when Liverpool lost to Fulham, oh, maybe Arsenal could have a chance. Just stop believing it. Don't read into it. Don't click the articles. It is a load of nonsense, guys. The Arsenal players would never admit it, but they will be thinking the same. This season's about the Champions League now. We're 4 games away, 4 wins away, or, you know, a couple of draws and a couple of wins away from winning the Champions League. And there isn't an Arsenal fan existing today that wouldn't snap your hands off at the opportunity to win a Champions League this season and not win a Premier League. We haven't been able to win the Premier League for weeks now, okay? It's been over for a while. it is what it is. We'll go again next season, but we are so close to winning the Champions League. And statistically speaking, if you look into it, we're actually the favourites now. If we knock out Real Madrid, which I'm fairly confident we will, I so doubt that Madrid are going to score 3, 4, 5 against us. Do you know Arsenal haven't conceded more than 2 goals in a game since 2023? It's a real stat. Check it out. It's been over 2 years. It's insane. 2023 was the last time we conceded 3 or more. I don't see it happening, but of course, if Madrid score early, anything can happen. But that is it for me for this video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review as always, and there isn't many left. We've got 6 games in the Premier League. I think Liverpool only need to win 2 or 3 more and it'll be done. But 6 games left in the Premier League, 4 games left in the Champions League. Fingers crossed it's 4. And will it have been a successful season? We'll see.